All right, welcome to Crypto News with Chingas, brought to you by Crypto World News. We're going to talk about a few things going on in the crypto sphere today. Let's get into it. First up on the list, regulations. Brought to you by Crypto C News. G20 calls for cryptocurrency regulation by July 2018. It's completely unclear. Are we going to have regulations by July 2018, or by July 2018, are we going to move forward with what they think the regulations are going to be? So this article does not clear that up for us. What they do say is cryptocurrencies are being considered as crypto assets. That does change things down the line as far as trading and taxes are concerned. They did mention that there are technological innovations. They're referring to the blockchain. The underlying focus of cryptocurrencies for G20 summit went from cryptocurrencies to the technology. That's important for everybody in the sphere. Because we do want to also talk about blockchain technology. We want to be able to move that forward. They also mentioned that Brazil is not taking part of this at all. So Brazil straight up said, no, we're not going to regulate cryptocurrencies in this country. And that's a wrap. We want to keep in mind that there are people on our side. We all know regulations are coming. This is something that is unavoidable. Everybody sort of thinks that we're going to start with ICOs and then we're going to move forward down the line. We're going to get stricter on exchanges. We're going to get stricter on trading as a whole. So we will see where this goes. But for now, they met and they talked about it, and we're looking to July. So expect to see a lot of information coming down the pike between now and July. Next up on the list from CCN. Now this was big news 14 hours ago. Well, what happened was cryptocurrency exchange Binance faces regulatory pressure in Japan. So there was a report that came out that basically said Binance has gotten bigger. They expanded into Japan, but when they were there, they didn't actually register to be there. And that's a problem. This article came out. This is by Kiki or Kikai. I don't know. I can't really pronounce it. But what they were saying was that they're shutting down Binance in Japan, right, to sum it all up. That is not true. We go over to Binance right here, CZ. So CZ is the CEO for Binance, and he clearly said, now this was 15 hours ago now, but he said Nikkei, however you pronounce it, Nikkei showed irresponsible journalism. We are in constructive dialogues with Japan FSA and have not received any mandates. It does not make sense for JFSA to tell newspaper before telling us, while we have active dialogue going on with them. So CZ said straight up, he nipped it right in the butt. He said, now this is FUD. Don't buy into it. Everything's under control. We're talking to Japan currently, and everything's in the works. So even though they're not registered just yet, they have open dialogue with the FSA. There's nothing to worry about. So all is good on that end. Speaking of Binance, they posted earlier today, this was CZ, and he talked about how they released a Mac client for their client-side software for the exchange. It looks like this. If you're interested, if you do use a Mac, we have not had this yet. It's always been PC client. So having it on the Mac is really cool. You could take a look at it. Everything looks, exactly where it should be. Everything looks pretty good. I'll be diving into that later. I'm not going to do any sort of full review on that now, but it is something to keep in mind. If you are on a Mac and you wanted a client, now you have a client. That's cool. Last but not least, we're going to an article posted, another article by CCN. This one is Snapchat messaging app, latest to ban ICO ads. So to break it down for you, very simple, Google, Twitter, Facebook, right? They've all banned ICOs, or they're looking to ban ICOs. So Google and Facebook have already implemented it. Twitter is happening further down the road. Snapchat has actually been talking about it since February, but they basically implemented it now. So this is just going down the bandwagon of protecting the consumers, what they keep saying about ICOs that are bad for everybody. They're putting a blanket statement out there that all ICOs are bad, and they're going to ban all ads that have anything to do with them. It's something that is trending in our sphere. It is what it is. We have to get over the hurdle that every ICO is bad. There are ICOs out there that look to be pretty promising. As we knock out, some of the older coins and we get rid of them because they are straight garbage, we can start adding newer, better coins into the system, into the market, and grow it at a healthy rate. In any event, so that's a wrap. Just a couple articles on what's going on in the crypto sphere right now. Again, this is brought to you by Crypto World News. My name is Chingas, and happy trading. Happy trading. I don't know.